Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jeremy from Infidel Industries. My better half is not around, and I really wanted to make a video, so I decided that I would just tell y'all a story. And seeing as how I haven't figured out stuff that I want to do quite yet, I guess I'll just go with my original thoughts and just tell you a little bit about myself. I'll give you the most recent story, and the reason actually why I'm on YouTube, or trying to be on YouTube, if anybody ever watches these. I'm, like I said in the intro video, unemployed, and the reason is, back in July, I suffered a pretty horrific incident, and I'm going to tell you about it. And I'm not going to tell you about it because I want pity, and I'm not going to tell you about it because I want shock value views, and I'm just telling you because it's a story to tell, and that's part of the reason I think YouTube's around. So it was July 29th, and it was about, 1 o'clock in the morning. I had a couple friends come visit me from out of town, and we were pretty drunk. I helped them get a hotel because they couldn't stay at my friend's house, and at the time I didn't have a place of my own yet. So we went over, I purchased a hotel room for them, and things were getting kind of awkward because one of the friends was my ex-girlfriend, and as ex-girlfriends go, things tend to get a little weird. So I decided, in all of my infinite wisdom and judgment at the time, to walk back to my friend's place where I was staying. And so it was only about a mile away, and we live in an alright area of town. So started walking, walking, and a car pulls up, and there's a few people inside of it, and they offer to give me a ride. So I'm like, sure, why not? Get in the car, drive probably about a half mile, and basically at that point, the four guys that were in the car decided to try to take my wallet from me. So got in a little bit of a tussle in the back seat of the car. They ended up pulling over, dragging me out of the car, ripping my wallet off of my wallet chain, and then pushed me. Well, I have the greatest luck in the world, and so just so happened that where they pulled over was next to an overpass. So when they pushed me, I went rolling down a hill, and then off the edge of the hill, falling for about 20 feet, where I landed in the middle of the street on my right leg, and successfully breaking my ankle and fracturing my heel. At that point in time, well, I rolled after I landed, and the rest is, most of it's kind of blurry to me because the doctor said I suffered a fairly nice concussion from it, which probably accounts for my mental abilities today. So, after that lovely episode, lying there in the street with a broken ankle, and if you've ever driven through overpasses, which I hope you have, there's cement walls on the side, and so I had to get out of the street. There were no sidewalks. It was just a street overpass. So if a car comes driving through there, you know, I'm screwed. So I have to crawl to the side, crawl up this cement wall, over this railing, and lie in these bushes. Well, thank God I had my cell phone on me, but I had it in my cargo pant pocket. And so I was able to call my friend, and also the 911 dispatcher, who was not very happy to talk to me because I had no idea where I was at all. So I don't know how. I really don't know how they found me. But they did. Ended up putting me in a stretcher, taking me to the hospital. I had to cut my clothes off. I was so pissed because those were like my favorite pair of shorts in the world. And they had to cut it all off me. And there I was lying, you know, naked, drunk, and I think that's just about naked and drunk. I could leave it at that. So after that, they gave me a sedative, and I was out. Spent the next 4 days in the hospital, which was absolutely excruciating because for the first day, they didn't let me eat or drink anything. So if you've ever had a hangover before, and The best way to cure it is, some people say to drink more alcohol, but that's just stupid. For me, the most effective thing is just drink a lot of water and have a nice big greasy cheeseburger with bacon on it. And so the next day was pretty much hell because my whole body was just completely dehydrated. I went through 4 IV packs in like 8 hours just to replenish fluids in my body. So afterwards, though, they let me eat and drink, and it was awesome. And then I had the rogues gallery of family and friends coming by saying, you know, oh, you shouldn't drink, blah, 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 which they're right. I shouldn't. But I do. And anyways, after that, got out of the hospital and was told that I wasn't going to be able to walk until mid-November. So I had to go through all the disability paperwork and leave of absence with work. And then in January, my work, who I won't mention, decided that they're going to let me go. So it's pretty fun, I guess. Sarcastic fun. So there's all that happened, and then now I'm physically better. Mentally, you know, after 7 months of really not being able to walk or move or do much of anything and not really have too much contact with people, it's kind of draining. But that's why I'm really hoping to get on here and hopefully talk to some of you guys. So if you've had a really awesome experience that you've gone through, I really don't care if it's something as horrific as mine or if it's something great. So this is my video for today. Hopefully we can get something funny out to you within the next few days, because I'm really not that funny. All the funny's with Brian. So that's about it. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Later.